Well, now with Rob Paternostro. Rob, reflecting on the weekend, firstly on Saturday night, that was a tough game for you, wasn't it, really, against a very good London team?
Yeah, they had been playing really well, and their roster has a lot of depth and a lot of versatility, so it was definitely a big game for us. I thought as the game went on, I thought we took control of the game, and the best part of that for me was I thought we made really good decisions and played really intelligent basketball as the game went on, which is nice to see. I think that that's one of the areas where we're getting better every day is, being smart, and I thought that was an intelligent performance by us.
I kind of got the feeling you said a few things at half-time, because certainly like Jay Cousineau came to life second half, and you seemed to play smarter second half.
Yeah, we just, going in at halftime, we felt like we were in good position, and, we have been a second-half team all season. We certainly use our depth and use our versatility for the second half, and I thought that once we got out there, we played really well, especially early on, and again, we've been very good with the lead this year, and I thought we were great on Saturday night with the lead.
Yeah, and defensively, you'll be proud of the guys second half as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, first quarter, we gave up some points, and but I think over the years here, we've been able to look at what's happening early on in the game and make some adjustments, and we did that on Saturday. And I thought the guys really responded to the adjustments, and that's what it's about. I think during this long season, you have to have the ability to make the adjustments, to make changes on the fly, and we were able to do that.
And we've talked about the support a lot, haven't we? But again, you've had consistent crowds at the John Sanford.
Sure have, and it's brilliant. And again, the energy in there is best in the league. And I think that our fans really push our guys forward. There are times where you need that kind of lift, and they're able to do that. And our guys love playing at home, and we look forward to it every time we take the floor.
And it's a competitive-looking BBL season, isn't it, as well? I mean, London doing pretty well, and that's good to see, really.
Yeah, it's a lot of teams up there right now. I think with London, ourselves, Worcester, Sheffield, Newcastle. There's a lot of teams that are right in the mix at the top of the table, and there's other teams slightly below in the table that have beaten the top team. So every weekend each team has to be ready to go. And I think, again, I said it before, which team is going to improve as the season goes on. And I think that's important. I think that's what we continue to talk about, especially with all our young players, is that we want to be playing our best basketball when we get to the end of the season.
Having mentioned Newcastle, I mentioned the fact that they've got through to the BBL Cup final. They came from behind to beat Sheffield. They did well there.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was after the first leg. I think they were down 3, and they went home, and they put on a great performance, great defensive performance. I think they held them to high 50s, 57, 58 points. And Newcastle has a talented team. They've brought in some talented players to go along with the Smiths and the Defoes and Fab. And, it's interesting, our 5th final in a row, and 4 of them will be against the Newcastle Eagles. So I think it's a good thing. I think anytime you get 2 teams that are playing against each other a lot in finals, it's an exciting thing for the league. And anybody that recalls the Cup final last year will remember what a great game it was.
You went to Surrey. I know at 3 o'clock tip-off after a game at home, and all that travelling probably didn't suit you that well.
No, that's and that's the second time we've done this year, where we played that Sunday game on the road, in the afternoon, and it's a challenge. When you leave the floor on Saturday night after 9, you don't get back home till after 10 or so, and you got to get up early and travel. It's a challenge, and we were impressed with Surrey on Sunday. That's a team that has gotten better. I give them credit. I give Coach Majeski credit and his players. It's not easy to continue to lose like the way they have, but we see a team that was playing better. But I was happy with our performance. I think fans and people around the league expect us to go down there and be leading 40-0, but that's not the case whatsoever. And we did a really good job as the game went on, and to be able to come out of a weekend 2-0 is always great.
Now, just the one game before Christmas, of course, Plymouth away. A difficult trip usually on this Sunday.
Yeah, we're down there a couple weeks back, so we certainly understand what we're going into, and a talented team, Plymouth, an offensive team that can explode. You have to really pay attention to the scouting report and have the energy, and it's our last game going into the Christmas break, which is not a big one for us.
It's a week, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, not really. I mean, we play the following week. We have a few days
yeah,
off.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
But we want to end it, on a positive. And I think this week in practice, heading into that game, we're trying to get everybody back healthy and everybody rested and ready to go for Sunday.
And Plymouth, of course, will be hurting from the cup semi-final, won't they?
Well, yeah, I mean they played well in the first leg, and then the second leg they played well early, but we were able to gain control of that game, and I'm sure that they'll want to make amends for that. But anytime they play at home, no matter what season, they're difficult to play. They have great support, and it's always a challenge.
Coming to the end of 2013, it's been a pretty good year for Leicester Riders, hasn't it?
Yeah,
to say the least.
It certainly has. Sometimes you have to pinch yourself a little bit because you start looking at what the record is and how many times we've lost, and it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing that we've been able to have that consistency, and now with two different teams, and this team that we have this year, although with some of the same guys from last season's team, is very different. I mean, it's a very different team. But we've still managed to put ourselves in good position. We're in the cup final. We're also, 10-2 in the league, and it's been fun to come to work every day. And that's what we talk about all the time. We enjoy practicing. We enjoy getting better, and the camaraderie of the team continues to be excellent.